Well, hello there. Stick around and see how I bring this dull quarantine face back to life. So for starters, we're going to pull this hair back using these clips that I purchased from my local beauty supply, but I needed some more, so I ordered some from this website. So I'm going to be doing a review on some hair items mostly that I ordered from this site really soon, so look out for that. Right now, I'm going to be using this Young Living Dry Skin Serum. I'm actually going to use it in two different ways in this video. But for right now, I'm going to add a few drops in this facial mister that I purchased on Amazon. It's pretty amazing. I love it. And Young Living sells a mister as well. It feels so relaxing. It just wakes up your skin. And I filmed this in the morning, by the way. So I was still a little bit on the tired side. Hadn't had my whole cup of coffee. So this is just really great. It just wakens your skin up, adds some hydration, and just gives your skin some life. So now I'll be using this Dual Jade Facial Massage Roller by Alchemy. I actually ordered this on the Five Below website. It will cool, tighten, and tone the skin. So as you can see right now, I'm just kind of rolling down, contouring the skin. And I'm going to be using the other side on my eye area very shortly. It's so cool and it definitely awakens your eye area for sure. And I needed that this morning, clearly. So now I'll be applying this DIY facial moisturizer that I created, and I will have a tutorial coming up on that really soon. And I'm going to be adding some of the Young Living Dry Skin Serum drops to it. You can use this by itself or you can add it to your moisturizer. If you don't know by now, I have skin that's definitely on the drier side, so I need plenty of hydration. So prior to, I used this Elemis Superfood Calming Cleansing Foam to cleanse my face. So now I'll be applying these Grace and Stella eye masks. They're for anti-wrinkle and energizing eye masks. It actually says it's like an energy drink for your eyes. So I really enjoyed these very much. Definitely brought some hydration to my eyes. Now it's time for a much needed quick little coffee break. So now I'm applying this Young Living Lavender Lip Balm, and because it's lavender, I'm even going to put a little bit above my lip, right underneath my nose, because I just love the smell of lavender. It's so calming, and this chapstick is very hydrating, or this lip balm rather. So it's been about 15 minutes, so I'm going to remove the eye mask. You can leave them on though for 15 to 20 minutes. So I already applied an eye primer, and on top of that, I'm going to be using the Savvy Minerals Young Living Concealer, and this is in the color Dark. I'm going to use this as a base for my eyeshadow. I am planning to go up to Dark 2. That is a bit more closer to my complexion, but I still like this color for a more brightening look, especially under the eye. But for right now, it served its purpose, and I really like the formula in this concealer. Young Living foundation and concealers are made with amazing ingredients, including essential oils. So now I'm going to be applying this Murad Hydration Eye Cream. And this came in a Boxy charm as well. I discovered really amazing products by being subscribed to Boxy Charm. You get full-size products, and I just love it so much. $27 a month and free shipping, so you really cannot beat it, and the brands are amazing. But I'm also working on my own little DIY hydration eye cream. So I will be sharing that with you all once it's completed. because, like I said, my skin requires hydration. So I just want to formulate something custom for me and so many other people who have drier skin, just like myself. So now I'm applying this eye brightener. It's by Clinique and it's in the shade Apricot. And I picked this up one summer while I was visiting home in California at the Ontario Mills Mall. The rep in Ulta was really informative, very helpful. And this was the under eye brightener that was recommended for me. And I really do like it. I use it quite often just to cover any dark blemishes. So I'm super excited to finally be playing with this Tati beauty palette. Look at the colors. The colors are gorgeous. So I am going to be sticking with the Soothed and Story family. All of the colors are in categories. And I'm going to start off under Soothe with that color right there. I'm going to use that as my transitional color. That is just a random brush. I think it's by MUA Academy. And I picked it up at CVS. And that's my base color, so I would apply it everywhere from lid to brow. So now I'm going to pick up that beautiful metallic color under the Story category. And now I'm using my Chanel eyeshadow brush, which I love. I've been having these brushes for years and they are still holding up. I got them while I was working for Chanel, but these brushes are amazing. So now I'm picking up that beautiful matte shade. It kind of looks like a pumpkin spice shade and it's under the category Story. And as you can see, this color is applying so beautifully. I love it so very much. And I'm using a blending brush that came in a monthly Boxy charm quite some time ago. That one could even have come in an Ipsy little glam bag. I honestly don't remember, but it's like one of my favorite eyeshadow blending brushes. Now I'm picking up the lightest matte shade in the palette for a brow color. So now I'm applying this liquid eyeliner by Hulse Laboratories, another item I received in my monthly Boxy charm. I'm really winning with them. And this is amazing. As you can see, it's so precise. It's like a marker for a winged out line, very beginner friendly, and it's one of my favorites. So now I'm using this spoolie to just kind of brush out my eyelashes. I just kind of tried this for the first time and I'm actually hooked now. So going to be using this technique moving forward. So now I'm using this Superhero Mascara by It. And guess what? It came in a Boxy charm, y'all. Man, check out Boxy Charm. You get full-size products. I mean, I just love them. Me personally, you can personalize your Boxy Charm every month to your liking, so it's really neat. So now I'm applying this Believe Beauty Pretty and Prime Hydrating Primer. I actually picked this up from Dollar General, very affordable. So now I'm applying the Savvy Minerals by Young Living. This is the shade Hazelnut. I will probably go down a shade for winter, but for summer, it's great. One of the ingredients in this foundation is alkaline. I love alkaline water, so it's a win. So to apply this foundation, I'm using this Blentiful Foundation Applicator by Tati. I cannot say that I love this over my beauty blender. I used both in the video. Well, not my real beauty blender because I could not find it, but I used a decent knockoff. But it says that it's no harsh lines and you can machine wash or dry this. So that's really, really cool. But I really love how this foundation is just sinking into my skin. It gives a nice balance of both matte and dewy. And it just also has a very, very natural look, and I love that about this foundation. So some of the claims of this foundation is that it's creamy, lightweight, self-smoothing, plant-based, rich in pigment, infused with nourishing avocado and sunflower, made with sandalwood essential oil, and it's also vegan-friendly and cruelty-free. I love the shade of this foundation. I just feel like it gives me a nice bronze glow, but I still see that there are some blemishes. So I want to see if this is buildable. So now I'm just going on with a light second coat. So I definitely feel like adding a light little second coat definitely covered up the blemishes more. On this side, I'm using that Beauty Blender or whichever brand this is. I'm sorry, I do not remember. And I do kind of like applying this a lot better with my Beauty Blender. I just think our sponges, I'll just say sponge because I do not remember the name of this blender or who it's by, but I just feel like you get a better foundation application using some type of sponge to apply your foundation. So now I'm applying the Savvy's Mineral Concealer, and this is in the shade Dark 1. I definitely could use Dark 2. This was a tad bit too light, but I do like to have both, like a lighter color concealer for days when I just want to add a bit more brightness underneath my eye area. And to apply this, I'm starting off using the Blentiful. It's the little heart one by Tati, and that one is for more under your eye. I really like the idea of these applicators. I just feel like I have to play with them. I think you can even dampen them a little bit. So I'm not throwing them completely under the bus. They weren't horrible, but right now I'm just still hooked on beauty blenders. And I believe, as you can see, I use the Beauty Blender on the other side just so you can see the difference. I do like this concealer. I like the coverage. I like the formula. I will link below my personal Young Living website if you would like to check out the products, and if you have any questions, I will also leave my email below. So now I'm just going to clean up a little bit of the eye area, and I love doing this trick. I've been doing it for years. That is a Chanel concealer flat brush, and I just put a little bit of concealer on there and just kind of sharpen it and clean it up a bit. So now I'm going to be applying this black eyeliner on my lower lid by Physicians Formula. Thought I was using that Fenty bronzer, but not yet because I forgot to set my under eye. So to do that, I'm going to be using Believe Beauty, and this is their matte loose powder in the light medium shade. You can find their products at Dollar General. They're extremely affordable, but they're very luxurious. I really, really love their products. Everything by them is amazing. So now I'm going to be using that Fenty Sun Stalker in Mocha Mommy to contour my nose, ridge of my nose, and I'm also going to be doing this to contour that face, that jawline. So now I'll be using this Cover FX, and this is like a blush, contour, highlight palette, everything in one. Right now I'm using the blush that comes in here. Got it on Boxy Charm, full size. This is my absolute favorite. And I'll be using the highlighter in here as well. For the highlighter, I use a combination of two colors. In here, I use the Brightener and highlighter. I think it's called Sunbeam and Heavenly. And I think that's the Morphe fan brush that I'm using to apply that highlighter. So I definitely got a bit carried away with that highlighter, but it did settle as the day went on. Maybe it was the 100-degree weather that just melted it into my skin, but sometimes it's really hard to tell with lighting, but it all looked good in the end. So I ordered that lip liner on Amazon. I will try to find them and link them. They came in like a pack of 12 or 16 and they were super affordable, like under $10. And oh my gosh, they are so good. I love them so very much. I love this trick to contour my lips, so I'm using this Black Radiance Concealer Stick to do that, and I believe that is the darkest shade, but I learned this trick. I think it was from Melissa Flores, and I really, really do like it a lot. Now I'm going to be adding, I cannot read the color on the bottom of this e.l.f. lip gloss. It's extremely small. I don't understand why, but it's a lip plumping gloss by them that I really like, and I think I top it with this lip plumping gloss. Now maybe because this color is lighter, I can read this one. It says that this is Pink Sugar, and it's a beautiful shimmery color that I use to top it. So now I'm going to be using this Dewy Coconut Setting Spray by Siete London. It's called Everyday Vacay, and yes, it came in my most recent Boxy Charm. So we are all finito, and I love the outcome. The star of this show was definitely the foundation and the concealer. Like I said, if you would like to know more about Young Living products, you can shop my personal website. I will link it below, and all of the products that I use. Thanks so much for watching.